task force reviewed the current COVID-19 situation in the country and made the following recommendations to avoid a resurgence and flare-up of infections. This should be adopted for implementation with immediate effect. Number one, a certificate of vaccination with evidence of up-to-date boosting is a requirement for entry in formal meetings and public places. Kati awo mbafunye awo. Awo mbafunye. Togenda kukirizibwa kuyingira mu lukiiko oba mu lukungaana lwa bonna bw'oba tolina ekiraga nti bakakuba empiso 2 ate ne bateekamu n'ennyongeza ey'okusatu. Kati tolabaawo nti ngenda kufuna b'empisa mbi. This is a smart move now. You are not going to go to any formal meeting. Formal meeting means the cabinet, means the district council, means the parents association meeting in the school, means the church service. No, those are the meetings, then public gatherings. So the two. The meeting may be few people like a district council. Now we are not going to allow you to enter those. We are going to instruct all the managers of those events, of the meetings or the public gatherings, that somebody who does not have certificate of 2 vaccinations, because remember there were most of the vaccines needed 2 doses. There was only one called Johnson & Johnson, where you would have only 1 dose. So that we know the difference. If it is Johnson & Johnson, it is 1 dose. If it is the others, 2. Plus the booster. If you are in my group, like the Wakaire, the elders, the ones of, where do they start, 65? Or this 55? Where do we start with the elders? The 3.3 million are from what group?
The 3.3 million are from 50 years.
50?
Yes, exactly.
Oh, okay. So those ones now need 3. If they did not use Johnson & Johnson. 2 doses first and the nyongeza, the booster. If you got Johnson & Johnson, 1 plus a nyongeza plus the booster. Bus, ukuyingira mu bus, ukuyingira mu these taxis. I think these are all covered, are they not? So these ones who are really wasting our time and endangering us. Number two, where there is no up-to-date vaccination certificate, a negative PCR test within 24 hours is required. If you are not fully vaccinated, then you must show that you have been tested for corona 24 hours before or less. Number three, COVID-19 vaccination certificate will be required to access offices at all government ministries, departments and agencies. Tojja mu office ya government bw'oba talina akakonge akalaga nti bakugema. Don't come to the government office if you don't have the proof that you have been vaccinated. Similarly, a COVID-19 vaccination certificate will be required to visit all public and private offices. Number four, use of masks is recommended for all individuals in enclosed places and public gatherings. Like here where we are, I am the only one who is not putting in a mask because I'm a bit far. Otherwise, as you can see, if the cameras can show, my people are very, tovarava. These are citizens who respect the laws of the country. So if you are indoors, or public gatherings, please put on masks. And when you are alone, you can remove it so that because I know it is a little bit inconvenient. Number five, the elderly of 50 years and above and those living with comorbidities are encouraged to get vaccinated and boosted at least every 6 months. Abakaire n'abalina ebizibu ebirala sukaari biki ebyo, don't say togamba nti bangema ne bikomaawo. Buli mwezi 6 bakwongere every 6 months. Don't say I was vaccinated twice, I was boosted once. No. Get boosted every 6 months. The elderly. Individuals with symptoms of coronavirus or Senyiga or what should not go to closed or crowded places. Bw'owulira nti olinamu akasenyiga, sigala waka. Don't go, if you feel you have got some flu, don't go to meetings. Handshaking and hugging remain prohibited. Handshaking is a sijagadada. Handshaking. When this corona was starting, the Archbishop of Canterbury came here. And at that time, people were not clear. and they were saying I should shake the hands of His Grace so I get a blessing. And I said, no, you can bless me from a distance. And he blessed me from a distance. It was good for him and for me also. Shaking of hands is totally prohibited because of Corona, because of Ebola, because of all those things. And as already said, number 8, all eligible Ugandans should get vaccinated and boosted at least every 6 months. All eligible Ugandans should get vaccinated. You explain this a bit more. Jen, all eligible meaning who?
Your Excellency, from our regional population, 18 years and above are the eligible Ugandans who should get vaccinated and boosted every 6 months. But we also brought on board children 12 to 17 years.
Okay, so when you say eligible, you are talking of, so the boosting every 6 months is not only for the Bakairi, for the elderly.
Yes, it is for all the Ugandans 18 years and above.
18 years and above?
Yes, Excellency.
And the ones of 12?
To 17 years.
Also?
The children.
They also need to be boosted?
Yes, they get vaccinated 2 doses and boosted.
Uh-huh. So now that means that everybody who is vaccinated must be boosted, to not confuse you. I direct the Minister of Health to relaunch the vaccination exercise and ensure more people are vaccinated, especially the elderly, those with comorbidities, and children aged 12 to 17 years. Let us work together to ensure that coronavirus does not flare up again. But maybe Dr. Jen could brief us about Ebola. What is happening to Ebola?
Your Excellency, I really must thank you. We have made good progress and we believe we are winning the fight. For the last...
Remove the mask so that they can hear well.
Your Excellency, we believe we are winning the fight. For the last nearly 12 days, we have had no cases. Kampala has been quiet with no cases. There have been no case in Mubende. And in Kasanda, we only got 1 case of a pregnant woman who had previously improved. But the baby died inside her womb, and when she was delivered of the baby tested positive. So that is the case that we are closely monitoring, but the woman remains negative. We have...
The woman was negative?
Yes, she had improved and we had discharged her. But the baby died in her womb. And when we delivered the baby and tested the baby was positive.
And the mother?
Negative.
Okay.
And the breast milk is still positive. So we are monitoring her. We don't have any cases in Jinja, nor do we have any case in Masaka.
Very good.
So when we reach 17th of December, without any case, we will have made 21 days with no cases.
Very good. So you can see really, especially for Ebola, Ebola was a very simple disease. It was just bad behavior that was causing it. It's not like this. This corona is more troublesome because it is going through breathing, through the air. The other one was contact, and not only just contact, but intimate contact.